Hi guys, and welcome back to the Spanish Civil War in Hex of Steel. I'm planning to improve the quality of the videos, and hopefully very soon you're going to start receiving from me, from Victus channel, a much better quality. However, I want you to tell you that I still want to deliver the Hex of Steel campaign that I'm playing because it is getting better and better. And by the time being, I'm going to use a computer that is not exactly my rig, but that's the one that is available, and I'm going to be using that for the purposes of the Hex of Steel campaign and continuing with this, so you can continue enjoying the amazing Valentine's game that we all enjoy and love. So this computer that I have available right now, it is a touch screen, so it's going to be kind of neat to experience this game with a touch screen. Okay, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and continue here. So the previous chapter, we just dropped here in this area north of Burgos. We drop a pontoon over here. A second here. So I have dropped a pontoon here, and we are now with a engineer over here in this area north of Duero, and we're moving this guy to the north because let me just draw the actual line. We're moving this guy here to the north. He's going to move here and then reach Saldana, and we're going to be able to drop another pontoon here to continue our movement to the area of Guardo over here. We just finished a little bit of a situation here in the previous chapter. We can see that this guy over here, the 29th Light Infantry Division, is basically stuck in here. We're trying to land these guys, the 20th Light Infantry Division over here, and we have a tank, the 3rd Light Tank Battalion. This one is the only tank that we possess right now. Talking about tanks, we are researching at the moment the so-called T-26. We have a little bit of time for this tank to be able to be deployed, but that's what we're doing. As well, we are getting ourselves the Dornier 17E. This is this plane over here. It's actually a light bomber. And yeah, that is concerning the situation here in the north. We had a little bit of a firefight over here, and now we're going to concentrate ourselves in moving a little bit of the troops here. I was thinking about moving this guy here, but let's see, this guy here I can use to attack, for example, this, but if we zoom in, we can see that this guy is not 100%. So one thing we can do is to resupply the fuel or heal the unit. Sometimes, if you want to know, you can see the XP and the rank. Perhaps this is going to be good to get from Pamplona the resupply here. So we're going to get this guy in good shape for the next turn. Because of the situation of the north and because of this thing, we are going to see ourselves in the necessity to move the garrisons over here. But the thing is that we see here some hills over here. So we cannot move through the hills with this guy, so I'm going to try to pour this in here. We're going to continue with this 3 garrisons here. So what we're going to basically do, I'm going to use always my pen here. Bear with me because I'm using my finger. So we're going to move these guys over here and start pouring them here so we can have a little bit of reinforcements coming to this area of the Pyrenees, which is Navarre. So that is it in this area, and we're going to move here. Now in this area, I have decided that I'm not going to move. This is the Catalonian area. I'm not going to attack Catalonia, not until we get the north and we get organized our troops over here. So then we can continue and think about our strategies over here. We are here having these guys over here are trapped in there, and they need to be able to get resupplies either from Teruel or this area here, Calamocha, and as well as from Zaragoza. So they cannot get those supplies because they are blocked by these rivers over here. As you can see, no matter if I go here and try to, for example, get this resupply ammunitions, if I click here, it doesn't work. If I click, for example, what is called the resupply fuel, it doesn't work. So because of these, I have dropped down here this guy here, which is the engineer that is going to place us a pontoon there. And as well, this leads me to tell how we are waiting for another engineer here and 2 barrage balloons that are going to let us know a little bit of what is happening in Catalonia and Madrid as well. Okay, so this is up to this point the plan with the engineer there, and here we have a couple of guys here. We have the 30th Light Infantry Division up here in the north in these woods, and we have the 44th Garrison here. I haven't seen up to this point anything that they are sending from Huesca or Jaca. They are not sending anything here, but they have here in Andorra, they have a very good position here. As far as I know, we have a potential contact here, and here we have the 6th Heavy Artillery Battalion that they have been harassing ourselves, our 3 divisions here and battalions, our actually 12th Light Artillery Battalion and our 2 divisions here of light infantry. The Republicans have been harassing our troops here in these hills with this guy. So constantly I'm trying to attack that guy. I can actually move this guy from here and attack him, but every time that I do this, this guy retreats. So now it has become a headache. Okay, now down here we can see that we have a light infantry potential contact here. That was the last thing that we saw, and then here we know that possibly we have something here. So the only thing that I'm doing here is just getting these guys into a position where they can defend the area. So for example, this guy can basically move in here and see if there's something there. Actually, I think this is going to be a good idea. So I'm going to move this guy here, and now I can reconfirm the actual light infantry, which is the 6th Light Infantry Division over here. With that being said, I know that I can attack it, but I'm not going to do that. This is going to be left like this. Even if this guy is here, he cannot attack me, so we are in a good position. So far so good. So at this moment, what I'm going to do is to end the turn, and we're going to be able the next turn to use the nice troops that we have here. So let's end the turn and let's do that. Some units in your reserve are ready to be deployed. Are you sure you want to end the turn? Yes. That was interesting. Okay, okay, interesting. We lost 2 units. They have lost 1. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, up to this point, the most important thing is that we want to get enough money to bring the Portuguese into our side and have them backing our left side, okay? That is one thing, so we are not allowed to recruit more troops. So, in the meantime, we know that we have this engineer and these 2 barrage balloons. We're going to use the balloons very well. But this turn is one of the most exciting ones. Why? Because now we can do a lot of things. We have a lot of flexibility right now. We just saw a little bit of a situation here. I think this guy just moved into the area of the mines and he was obviously damaged. This is something unexpected. I didn't expect the Republicans to go and try to move into these defenses. So that is one remarkable thing to note in here. And there was a lot of things happening here in the north. They just destroyed my unit here. I think light infantry division has low health. That was the infantry division that I landed here. So then it says that light infantry division was destroyed. So basically they managed to destroy my light infantry division. This is a catastrophe because this is bad. I will have to recruit more, but we know at least that they destroyed the 29th light infantry division, and this is not a good spot to land in this moment. The 7th light artillery battalion has low health, and then we have the naval mines were detonated here. Okay, this is the 16th light infantry, and the 7th light artillery battalion is this one here. As you can see, we have very low health for this guy, and if I zoom in, we're going to see that he is lacking ammunition, and the morale of this guy, if you see this bar, is very, very low. However, we can see that this guy is rank 2, and you can see these chevrons over here, which is a very neat aspect of the game, that you can see visually the rank over there. Well, let's see. We have interesting things to do here, because right now we have captured Menorca, and these strategic bomber squadrons are free for us to do whatever we want with them. We can harass the guys over here. We have an airfield down here in Teruel, and we can send those guys here and start harassing these guys here. This is the most viable thing that I can see here, because right now I see that they are moving the 6th Heavy Artillery Battalion and the 5th Heavy Artillery Battalion over here in those hills, ready to do something against us in this area. So that is something to take into account. The other thing is that I can move these guys and use them in our attack here, or we can use them as well in our defense here over Ceuta. But I think we're very good here. We have plenty of mines, so yeah. Okay, let's do the following. We're going to send these guys over here, and we're going to definitely send our squadrons here, our strategic bomber squadrons, to Terrell. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. This guy can be sent. Just move this guy here. Can we just I think we cannot resupply. Okay, never mind. Those guys are going to stay there. And now let's see. Okay, this area here. Interesting area indeed. So I think we can attack this guy. These guys have the possibility to shoot one hex, and this guy is the best one. We have the first class light cruiser, and here we have the destroyers. I cannot move the destroyers into my own mines, but I can shoot this one, even though I'm going to be affected by this because they're going to respond, obviously. So let's see. Can we maintain our defense here and not shoot at them? Can we do that? We can even move this guy here and trap him there. I mean, we can move this guy here and trap him there. But we have this one here. This guy has to be moved back in here. This guy has to be... I'm going to heal him. Okay. This one has low health as well. Interesting. So what I'm going to do with this one is to heal him. And that's it. Okay. Let's see if we can move this guy here. Okay, I have decided that I'm not going to attack this guy, so I'm going to move a little bit back. So if he decides to continue here, he will have to basically push through the mines if he wants to reach me. But it is going to be good because the fact that if... Okay, let me show you here. This is my understanding. If this guy tries to move here, he will have to move into this hex. If he is in this hex, then this guy, which is my two destroyers, are going to be in a very good position to shoot at it, either if he moves here or here. So it's going to be one hex apart. And with this one here, we are very good because we have two hexes apart, so we can shoot either in these three purple circles that I just draw. So I think this is going to be the best thing to do in terms of these, because he's going to go into the mines. Okay, now over here we have our troops in the north. We're about to move the engineers here to place them in these purple lines so the troops can be moved and go down. And here we have, let me show you, here we have, we can separate these armies in, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to separate this one here, okay. This is a very small army with two garrisons. It's not a big deal, but we have here a huge army, right? Now, what I was thinking about is to create here a separation of this army in two. So we're going to separate this and this guys over here. This includes this one here. And then here we have the whole army that is moving through here, right? Okay, so now basically what we're going to do here is a three-pronged attack. So that is the best way to deal with this. So We're going to continue moving these guys down here where you can see the purple arrow here. This is the movement of my troops down here up to here, and we're going to have to take into account that there's a river here, and up in here there is another one, as you can see here. Why this is important? Well, because for the three-pronged attack we will have to take into account that thing. For example, here we know that we need to begin the deployment of our troops over here in between Antequera. Well, actually there's a hill here, so we will have to place all of these guys over here. Okay, excluding exactly this area here, because even though there are woods here, we're blocked by this river. So we have something around 1, 2, 3. Yeah, three hexes here. So the three-pronged attack is going to be from here. We're going to do the main attack is going to be this one. We're going to do a main attack with this part of the army to Ephesia, and this part directly to Frontera. And down here we're going to do the other attack here and here. So it's a three-pronged attack because I'm counting this as the first main attack, okay? But it's going to be divided in two, as you can see. That is pretty much the plan, right? So I think I'm just going to drop the barrage balloons. There are a lot of areas that we can drop them, basically all the way near all the areas that are near to our cities. I think that I'm going to drop this guy over here because I want to have a look at the whole area here, and the next one I believe is going to be good here. So I'm going to select here and place it over here. So hopefully you enjoyed this chapter. This was Victus. See you in the next one.